Bible study, you don't just jump and up and down and then you don't get what you're saying. If a boat is left in water and without proper anchorage, and then the waves will toss it up and down, eventually you are likely, where you left it, you are likely to find it having gone maybe afar. Not that anybody steered it to that direction, but since it was not anchored properly, proper attention to anchorage was not paid, then it drifts away. Praise the Lord. So the author now is opening us up to this area, that we must pay attention to what we have heard. Now, I've not yet gone to the message, but I'm just trying to tell you one thing that the early church concentrated on. It concentrated on paying attention to what they have heard. It meant, what it means is, after service, or after a conference, or after anything, you need to sit down individually and reevaluate. Check again what I have heard. What is this faith that I have? Check at it. Check at what areas am I likely to drift away. Now, you can't do this without the help of the Holy Spirit. Now, one of the areas, and the reason why I'm sharing this, because it struck me and keeps on making me feel I need to humble myself all the more. Now, look, I'm not the author of the book of Hebrews. I'm being addressed by the book of Hebrew. And look at the way it addresses one thing in this book of Hebrew. Good. Can you now give us 7:11? 7:11. This New Living 7:11. But before we go to 7:11, can we go 5:11 of Hebrews? I'm taking that slow explanation. 5:11, please. 5:11. We will come to 7:11 after this, but let's go to look at 5:11. Now, Luke says, there is so much we would like to say about this, but you, now he's not talking to you, he's talking to me. They are saying we. I'm not in the we now. I'm not that we have. I'm in those people who are being addressed. I'm not another. So I'm addressed. So we have. So it also denotes inaonyesha ni kama waandishi walikuwa wengi. Mwandishi yako mmoja. It says we have so much that we would like to tell you or to say about this, but you don't seem to listen, so it is hard to make you understand. Put it in amplified. If you have amplified C, or just any amplified that you have, put it in amplified. Good. Have amplified C. Concerning this, we have so much to say, to explain. But since you have become, now, since Brother Dirango has become dull hearing and sluggish, even slothful. You know, the word that strikes me here is that I have now developed dullness. You know, this is the Bible speaking. It's not me. So don't start crucifying me. It's my Bible, it's the Bible speaking. That I have become dull in spiritual hearing. Now, becoming dull in hearing, it means I stopped now paying attention. That's began in 2 where we read. I have stopped now paying attention, and I'm concentrating now on other activities and not paying attention to what I have heard. So I have now lost the hearing sense, and sluggish and even slothful. You know this word, from a certain monkey like the one that walks so slow on the road, and as many found in America and South America, ikiwa kwa barabara nakwambia, they don't hit animals, they're not like us. Ukipata, they're not like us when you are driving and then you come across an animal, you hit it and you don't care. In America, they'll have to wait. You'll find a traffic jam. It is so slow. And this is what the Bible is telling us. Brother, it's telling me, not you. It's telling me, Brother Dirangu, you are so slow in acquiring, or in achieving. My ability to achieve spiritual insight is just too slow. No, they are so much. Wako na mengi ya kuniambia. Wako na mengi ya kunifunza. The Holy Spirit ako na mengi ya kuniambia. But now I'm not available for it. And when I'm available, I'm so slow. I'm so dull. May God help me. And it struck me. I spent time in this. I repented and I told God, no. Is there a thing? I don't want to become anymore this slow in getting this insight. I need to become active so that what you are putting in me, I get it the same way you are putting it in me. I don't need to find me in this state. And now, to one of the areas that we find difficult in comprehending or getting insight into this. And this is now Hebrews 7:11. Just give us in let's start with NIV first. I've not studied the NLT. I've used NIV. Good. Says, we'll still look at NLT. No, I study with all of them, but since my version is basically that's what I use. Pastor Karanja is what King James. Inasema, if perfection, if you know that's a condition now. No, the author is very keen on these things. If perfection could be attained through Levitical, you see, this is one of the areas that I told you the Jewish Christians had an issue and they were grappling with their heart, and therefore the author is trying to put it into them. If perfection, and that word perfection again you need to consider, if perfection could have been attained through Levitical priesthood, for on the basis, that is on the end is missing. For on the basis of it, the law was given to the people. Why? Look, this is a typical people who are doing a typical Bible study, asking questions, and not now they are rhetorical questions that you ask yourself, and you don't just wait for answers, but you sit and consider. It's asking if perfection could have been attained through Levitical priesthood, into bracket, for on the basis of it, the law is given to the people. Why was there still need for another priest to come, one in the order of Melchizedek and not in the order of Aaron? Now, the area that he's saying that they have so much to talk about is about Melchizedek. That is why we read in 5:11. It's about Melchizedek and the whole thing about Melchizedek. Because if we do not comprehend that, you have lost the basis and the basics and the basis of what you are following. That is what he's telling them. If you lose this one, if you lose it, if you don't grasp it, well, at one point you are likely to drift. If you don't pay attention, one point you are likely to drift away. Now, let's now use a few of minutes. Why is it important? Why was it important for him or for them to expound on the priesthood, now not on the basis of Levitical priesthood, but on the basis of what you call the royal priesthood? What you read in 1 Peter 2:9 Si mnaisoma sana? Tunaisoma sana. What do we say? First, just a quick glimpse. 1 Peter 2:9. What do we say? But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood. That word, you are a royal priesthood. That word royal, that which have a kingly descent, that originates from a king. Now, that is now, going back now, go back to Hebrew now, 7:11. Going back to whoever is 7:11, Hebrews. 7:11, Hebrews. Good. NIV. Okay, well. It's okay. Let's put. Can do with amplified. Now it's look. Now, if perfection, that is into bracket, a perfect fellowship between who? Between God and the worshipper. Not, look, they're missing. It's not worshippers. Look, this is Bible study. It's not just reading. It's not Bible reading. It's Bible study. It's between God and the worshipper. Because God is interested in that perfect fellowship. That perfect fellowship. Now, says, or it opens us to the two kind of priesthood that the Bible is telling us. That is the royal priesthood in the order of, whereby in the order of Aaron, and also now royal priesthood in the order of Melchizedek, or Levitical priesthood in the order and rank of Aaron. Let me just show you a few things here. Let's just look at a few things. Now, in verse 16, if you go to verse 16 of the same verse, it says, one who has become a priest not on the basis of regulation as to his ancestry, but on the basis of the power of indestructible life. Now, you have become a priest not on the basis of your genealogy, but on the basis of the power of an indestructible life. How was that? Let's look at what Derek was teaching us. Let me borrow something from Derek. A few Bible says, kuna wakati alitufunza the book of Ezra. Can we look at the book of Ezra? Give us Ezra 2:60. Is it 61? Ezra. We are looking at what is this? Kwa nini wanachukua muda mrefu? Yes. And of the sons of the priests, look at the sons of who? At the sons of who? Of the priest. Now they're doing some, they have, this is Ezra is a post-exile, wametoka exile, na sasa wanajaribu kuunganisha zile jamii. Haya. The priests of, the sons of Habaiah, of Hazok and of Bazariah, had taken wife from the daughter of Barzillai, the noted Gileadite, the noted Gileadite, and had assumed that name. That is, they had assumed they were called the Gileadite. Higher, next verse, 62. Now, these sought their names among the enrolled in the genealogies, but they were